This is just a quick intro video for this RB video, specifically regarding the interview, the 60 minutes interview with President Trump. I had 3 sections of that video. The actual footage was going to take like 12 minutes, something like that. However, there were 5 short versions to that video. Actually, there was more than that. The journalist referenced serious allegations about Trump, which I won't go into detail. We already know about that in regards to this particular allegation, which Trump will explain in this video. This beautiful chair, which was created by GenCraft AI. Technology has evolved so quickly over the years. What once seemed like science fiction is now part of everyday life. So when we see ideas like this, it makes you wonder what could be possible in the future. And what's the possibility of that? Well, it'll come in the future.
We felt the silence, but we're still here, the ones who won't give in. Every heartbeat, every tear, it's fuel for the fire. We rise again, for the people, for the light. That stereo up loud, feel that cool rock sound. No fear, no depression, time for a hard rock session. We felt the silence, but we're still here, the ones who won't give in. Every heartbeat, every tear, it's fuel for the fire. We rise again, for the people, for the light. No fear, no depression, time for a hard rock session. We know the waiting got steep, we know hope has been stretched thin, but every heartbeat still counts, every breath still thrills the dawn. America does understand right or wrong all night long. I gotta have rock songs, a stereo of love, man. Listen to that cool rock sound, just light up, forget depression. Have your hard rock session. Listen to that cool rock sound, just light up, forget depression. Have your hard rock session. Oh, we walk our life
that I think is worth looking at in terms of determining his motive is he had been staying at the hotel since Friday. He checked in, he said he had cased the place, and he wrote, "What the hell is the Secret Service doing?" And he wrote this quote, "I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got is nothing." He wrote, like, this level of incompetence is insane.
He was pretty incompetent, too, because he got caught. And he got caught pretty easily. So I'd say he was pretty incompetent, too. You know, I could take any event having to do with security or anything else. I can always find fault. Those guys did a good job last night. They did a really good job.
To fire the bodyguards protecting Donald, they put my husband at the third priority level. I watched as the bodyguards of Vance rushed forward immediately, and only after Vance was safe did those bodyguards slowly come over. They clearly knew my husband was not wearing a bulletproof vest, yet they did not protect him at the first moment. What makes me even more furious is that their protection was completely disorganized. They even caused Donald and me to stumble and fall. He is already 79 years old. He cannot withstand such impacts. And as his wife, watching him being treated so irresponsibly in danger feels like a knife cutting into my heart. I have heard them promise to protect our safety with their lives, but when danger truly came, they threw their security protocols aside and exposed us to the threat of gunfire. I almost instinctively wanted to quickly get under the table, but I had to protect Donald and could not ignore his safety. I want to interview a new group of bodyguards, ones who, like me, would protect him regardless of their own safety.
Sharing my perspective based on what's been said publicly. Please use your own discernment. Melania Trump spoke about what she witnessed, and others who were present have also shared their accounts. I've shared this image. What do you think that represents? Exactly.
Somewhere on site at the hotel. What do you think about that? And I ask respectfully, why do you think this keeps happening to you?
Well, you know, I've studied assassinations, and I must tell you, the most impactful people, the people that do the most, you take a look at the people, Abraham Lincoln, I mean, you go through the people that have gone through this where they got them. But the people that do the most, the people that make the biggest impact, they're the ones that they go after. They don't go after the ones that don't do much because they like it that way. And when you look at the people that have either, whether it was an attempt or a successful attempt, they're very impactful people. Just take a look at the names there, the big names. And I hate to say I'm honored by that, but I've done a lot. We've done a lot. We've taken this country, and we were a laughing stock for years, and now we're the hottest country anywhere in the world. We've changed this country, and there are a lot of people that are not happy about that. So I think that's the answer, Peter.
Straits, great example. The Straits is basically the equivalent of an economic nuclear weapon that they're trying to use against the world. And they're bragging about it. They're putting up billboards in Tehran bragging about how they can hold 25% or 20% of the world's energy hostage. Imagine if those same people had access to a nuclear weapon. They would hold the whole region hostage.
Against the president, the deranged lies and smears against the president, his family, his supporters have led crazy people to believe crazy things, and they are inspired to commit violence because of those words. It has to stop. And one more point. Saturday night served as yet another reminder of how important it is to fund the Department of Homeland Security. It is shameful that the United States Congress has kept this vital agency defunded for 73 days, the longest shutdown of a federal agency in U.S. history.
First off, how are you after all of this, and how is the First Lady doing?
She's doing great. I'm fine, and it was a very sad evening in many ways, and it was also an evening where a lot of people got together. It was I saw some Democrats as we were leaving, and they were generally hostile, and last night they were waving to me, and politicians, congressmen, senators, they were waving and saying, great going, and hello. So there was something very nice. I tell you, it was, I mentioned it last night in my little discussion. I think it came together. The place was just coming together. It was very nice to see, actually.
Election, as you point out, you're not an American citizen. You're an Australian. You know, you're clearly not rooting for Hillary, but are you rooting for Trump?
No. I mean, if we have good information on Trump, we publish that. If we have good information on Hillary, the Democrats, we publish that. It is a bit concerning, the allegations that by the Clinton campaign that everyone is a Russian agent are really disturbing. Why is that? Well, because bizarrely, Hillary Clinton, the Democrat, has positioned herself now to be the security candidate. She's powered up with the neocons responsible for the Iraq War, and she's grabbed on to this kind of neo-McCarthyist hysteria about Russia and is using that to demonize the Trump campaign. The Trump campaign has all sorts of things wrong with it, but as far as we can see, being Russian agents is not one of them. Some people have asked us, when will you release information on Donald Trump? And of course, we are very interested in all countries to reveal the truth about different candidates so people can understand. But it's really hard for us to release anything worse than what comes out of Donald Trump's mouth every second day. I mean, it's part of his charismatic appeal that he speaks off the cuff.
How long do you think, we have before this could actually hit?
We? You mean how long till it all goes sideways? Honestly, 5 years, tops. Maybe 3 if the Iran thing pops off. Look, the grid's already creaking. 2025 had that test blackout in Texas. Officially maintenance, but 4chan dug up leaked memos saying it was a dry run for cyber ops. And now, China's got quantum decryption tools, Russia's poking holes in NATO nets, and our own DHS just admitted critical infrastructure is 90% vulnerable. No one's fixing it. They're building AI backups instead. For what? To keep the elites online while we starve in the dark? But here's the kicker. They won't announce it. It'll be scheduled maintenance, then unexpected outage, then national emergency. Phones die first. Cell towers need power too, then ATMs, then gas. If you're not off-grid by 2030, you're toast. Prep now. Solar charger, hand crank radio, gold coins, not crypto. That'll vanish too. We got maybe 36 months before the first big one. After that, welcome to the new normal.
The big one, the first big one, explain a day, that day. How's that day going to go for your average person?
That day, picture this. You wake up, phone's dead, no signal, no alarm. Lights flicker out mid-shower, fridge hums silent. Outside, traffic's jammed because signals are dark. Cars stalled at intersections, horns blaring. Gas stations, pumps won't work without power. ATMs, brick. Banks offline. Your Tesla's app, useless. Battery's fine, but no charging network, no maps. You step out, neighbors yelling, "What the hell?" Stores shutter fast. Cash registers down. Credit cards worthless. People hoard bread, water lines snake around blocks cause pumps fail. Hospitals switch to generators, but meds run low quick. Riots? Not day one. More like panic buying, fights over the last cans. Cops are stretched thin, no dispatch, no radios. By noon, word spreads. Cyber hit. China or Russia, maybe both. News? Only battery radios crackle static. You realize, no Uber, no DoorDash, no Netflix. Just you, darkness, and whatever's in your pantry. First 24 hours, shock, then hunger, then fear. If it lasts weeks, welcome to survival mode. That's why I say prep, because average Joe's gonna wake up and realize the system's a house of cards.
I guess just use discernment, but there's nothing wrong with preparing. You could always buy the solar power thing on Temu, and they sell it real cheap. Press this button now. Posted by TNT Ray Red 98. Oh my gosh, this guy will believe anything. And so we wait for the final vote, TNT Tony. Posted Rubio English. Preparations are underway at Baghdad Palace to announce Ali Al-Zaidi as the country's next prime minister following his nomination by the Iraq's ruling Shiite coordination framework. Maybe they should get a business person outside of parliament to be the prime minister. I don't know anything about politics, but TNT Ray Breen posted something, I think it was yesterday, saying that with the new prime minister, that Iraq is ready to revalue the dinar. Really? When there's still militias in government? I don't think so. This was forwarded from Jennifer Fallawsophy. Phil G, that's Phil Godleski, said on his live that Donald Trump signed the USA into BRICS today. Gentile said last week that a document would be signed on Wednesday. I thought it was last Wednesday, but close enough. This document was important to proceed with the currency side of the RV. Phil said it was signed at 8 or 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I did Real News Live this morning at 10 a.m. Pacific and was asked if the document had been signed. I got a yes. I'm calling a Gentile confirm. This was posted by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent on X, and this was posted 12:20 a.m. April 26. While the surviving IRGC leaders are trapped like drowning rats in a sewage pipe, Iran's creaking oil industry is starting to shut in production thanks to the US blockade. Pumping will soon collapse. Gasoline shortages in Iran next. And he says further, doing business with sanctioned Iranian airlines risks exposure to US sanctions. Foreign governments should take all actions necessary to ensure that companies in their jurisdictions do not provide services to those aircraft, including the provision of jet fuel catering. Iraq's Caretaker Prime Minister Mohammed Shia Al-Sudani comments on X, translated from Arabic to English. We extend our congratulations and felicitations to Mr. Ali Falah Kazim Al-Zaidi on the occasion of his nomination by the forces of the Coordination Framework, which represents the largest parliamentary bloc, and the issuance of the mandate book, entrusting him with forming the upcoming government by Mr. the President of the Republic, wishing him success in his national mission. We affirm here our commitment to supporting all options that are realized in accordance with national consensus, which was the fruit of the broad and effective participation of our noble people's sons in the previous legislative elections, just as we affirm our commitment to cooperating with Mr. Al-Zaid during the mandate period in order to complete the requirements for forming the government. And then there was a post on X by Majid. He seems to think that a new prime minister means Iraq is ready to revalue. First of all, they still have the problems with militias. They cannot revalue the dinar until they fix the problem of the militias. And the key to that is President Trump. This was reported from Mayhem Mal News. X post by this Iraqi person, I can't pronounce his name, at L_R.ek. I probably got it wrong. US official, the United States rejects any prime minister nominated by the coordination framework and may impose sanctions if that happens. Forwarded from Mayhem Mal News. Article by drawmedia.net. US pressure on Baghdad paves way for arrest of militia leaders. US pressure on Iraq is rising, pushing for arrest of militia leaders amid stalled government formation. Political divisions deepen as factions struggle to choose a prime minister under mounting internal and external pressures. Forwarded from Caretake. Markz Morning Live for 27/26. Member, RV before Thanksgiving? Mark, I believe RV before July 4th is my personal opinion. Where'd you get that from? I shared my last video, RV video, with Mark, with his YouTube channel. He must have checked out, I think I put at the end screen, Will Barney's live chat, and he talked about the fact that, I'm not sure who his source is, but he basically stated that President Trump wants everything done before the 4th of July. Unless he found out information from somebody else, I don't know. And he says further on the bond side, from what I'm getting over the weekend, my first possibility of someone receiving is going to be Tuesday evening. A couple of them on Wednesday now are claiming this is it. They are so excited. I'm looking at the political mess, what we've got going, big days for them. If it's good for them, it's going to be good for us. Iraq. No, Sudani has not been officially seated. They've decided they are going to take a day or two privately and pound this one out. Both have refused to withdraw. We are having a pissing contest in Iraq. Okay. I wonder how much of it is for show. I'm being told that behind the scenes there is a compromise. I wonder how much of this is for show and how much is real. I'm not too concerned about it. Yes, CBI chooses the rate, but they need the government to appear to be stable, or this can go sideways if they don't do it right. No. First of all, they need to get rid of the militias in government. This was reported from Donald J. Trump. Iran has just informed us that they are in a state of collapse. They want us to open the Hormuz Strait as soon as possible as they try to figure out their leadership situation, which I believe they will be able to do. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Gotta watch this dog. I couldn't stop laughing. Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to overpower your intelligence.
Thank you, my loves. Stay calm, stay aligned, and keep your light strong. This video is for general informational and spiritual discussion only. All content shared here reflects publicly available intel, spiritual perspectives, and personal interpretation. Nothing in this video is medical advice, financial advice, or guaranteed prediction. Always use your own discernment and make decisions that feel right for you.
Heart is breaking. What can I say? It's part of the great design. Got yourself born, uncover true form. Find yourself riding a romantic tornado storm. Blood of emotion running through the line. Don't worry, it's part of the great design. Blast the treason, face a reason. Love's devotion is always in season. Find or lose the seeker's pathway. Tell yourself it's all okay. Circle of life goes on like a universal rhythm, an endless song. In this ritual drama, we all must play what's left unsaid. At the end of the day, what did I plan? What did I write? Who dimmed the glow of my sparkling light, leaving only empty mirror clues in this love lost and truth we choose. Swirling starlight, moonlit tomb, lovers' flavor in a hidden room. Drink deep of memories, feel their taste. Touch touch the image time can't erase. Hey, what to lose any way you choose? Have you been reading the mystic news? Time and time it comes again, like your karma, it remains. And the cycle and circle of life goes on, like a universal rhythm and endless song. Within this ritual, this sacred play, what's left undone? What's left to say? What did I plan? What did I write? Who dimmed the glow of my sparkling light, leaving only empty mirror clues in this love lost and truth we choose. Maybe this moment was lived before. Who opened up that karma door? What changed the bloom of summer light into winter shadows overnight? Still the cycle and circle of life goes on, like a universal rhythm and endless song. In this ritual drama we all must play, there's always more we long